On that 23rd of July 2025, I was at my copper's lodge with my co-coppers, as you can see. So we started hearing knock on the door, which we thought it was our neighbor's door because it was a 3-story building. It was not until the knock became persistent and were more aggressive that was when I decided to come out and check who was at the door. But even before I got to the door was kicked in. And on the other side of the door was a masked man, no uniform, no form of identity. He was covering his face and he was with a gun. At first, I was afraid because I thought it was an armed robber. It was not until he started ordering us to come out from the room, that everybody in the room should come outside. That was when I was like, all of us in this room are coppers. Even if you are on a raid or whatever, all of us in the room are coppers. My colleagues heard my voice outside and they all came out, and they even came with their ID cards and everything. Even these people barged into the house, ignoring the ID card that we were showing them and all that. They barged in. Even when we were showing them our uniforms, our ID cards, everything, they ignored everything totally. Collected our devices, our phones, our laptops that we were charging. They collected everything and forced us downstairs that we must follow them to their office. Even when we kept insisting that even if they want to take us anywhere, that they should call our LGI or our school proprietor so that they will know that we are being taken somewhere, because we don't know them. They didn't tell us anything that this is what they came to look for in the lodge or anything. It was when we got downstairs I started insisting that I will not follow them anywhere unless they call my LGI. Even if they want to take me anywhere, even if they want to take us anywhere, they have to call my LGI. He has to be aware, because this is not my state. I don't know anybody here. I don't know you. I don't know where you are taking me to. You didn't show me any form of identification. That was when they started beating me, hitting me from different angles. Number of persons, I cannot even count how many of them were hitting me, even with injuries and all that. They were dragging me, tore my clothes off my body, calling me all sorts of names that I cannot even, it's not even proper to mention. Calling me all sorts of names, both in their dialects, in English and all that. They beat me even when I was, even with injuries, and even when I was even bleeding and all that. I was even pleading with them that, okay, even if you want to take me anywhere, I'm already naked, I'm already exposed. Can I change what I'm wearing? They refused. They forced me into their vehicle, were doing all sorts of nonsense that they were not even doing all sorts of nonsense to me, hitting me, threatening me that if I even make as much as a comment, that they are going to kill me and throw my dead body in the bush, that nobody's going to say anything about it. Nothing is going to be done about it. They died that they forced us into their vehicle and took us to their secretariat, their office, whatever, and sat us on the wet floor, even because it rained that day. They sat us on the floor like that, even with my tongue closed and everything. My co-copper, one of them, had to pull his cloth and give to me to wear just to cover my body. That 6:30 p.m. I messaged my LGI and told him that, sir, see what happened, or see what we went through. There was no response. Not until I sent him the video. He didn't even bother to show any. It was because he saw a video, that was why he decided to come in the night. And the comment that came out of his mouth was that we should assume that what has happened, that some of us are going to get married to men that beat women. That was what he said to us, that some of us are going to get married to men that beat women, so we should take it as a blessing.
Fast-tracked the next day when we went to the local governments. Perhaps they wanted to settle it and all of those stuff. They were calling us in, separately. They don't want us to come together. So I don't know why they did that, because we were supposed to be together, but they were separating us. So they separated us, and then at the end of everything, they gave us some kind of tip, telling us that it was for transportation fare. Don't to talk to anyone about this. They gave us 10,000 naira. They gave us 10,000 naira, and I saw a line that they said they compensated us. They did not. They said, and I quote, that it was for transportation fee, not to compensate or whatever they said. Then after that incident, we were outside, still talking about. That was when the AGI came and was like, just because he doesn't want the issue to escalate, so he collected my phone and by himself he deleted it. By himself he deleted the video from my phone.
The LGI, the when he called me, you can witness, you can testify. I was crying and weeping on call. I told him that we want justice, that we want justice. He should treat the case. He said he will follow up the case. Then the next day, when he called me that the case is finished, I said, just like that, I said, it cannot happen.
Mr. Ken has insinuated that the coppers were compensated. It is quite unfortunate, it is quite sad how they would tag hush money, 10,000 naira they share to them to say, take for transport, ensure you don't discuss this with anybody, let the matter go, forget about it. Just days ago, they said this NYC coordinator called saying that, why are you going on with the matter? And all of that. So it's very, very sad. So there was no form of compensation. And I like the fact that he understands that indeed they were supposed to compensate. And as legal representative, we're not just going to ensure that these persons are prosecuted to the full extent of the law, but the compensations due, proper substantial compensations due. What happened to these coppers, these young children, is unbearable. What happened to them was unbearable, was unquantifiable. But as legal representatives today, we'll try to round it up in figures. And that figure, they will pay. The Anambra State government, the security outfits, and all those who enabled this endless crime and has covered it up for this long, they will pay.